How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, Naggin and Ratsky. GG's on the first Naggin. GG's on the fake first, Ratsky. What's the app doing to you? Unacceptable. Naggin, have you seen the new Redeem? I added it before yesterday's stream, and we've done it twice. I think it's pretty fun. Yesterday you streamed? Yeah, I had to do an early one yesterday. Went from like 11 to 3. I'm not on my laptop, I'm doing things on my phone, adding lots of numbers from giant receipts. Oh. We're doing some Joanne's calculations. But I added that scratch art redeem. I don't know if either of you remember. I make those little cards that you can scratch off things to make art with. So I thought it would be a neat little redeem to do some of that digitally. 3-word limit? Yeah. I assume Perfect's gonna try to take advantage of that at some point, but I'm doing what I can. How's it going, Trist? Welcome in, thank you for the fishies. This was a dog astronaut. And then Hootward wanted some kind of space pirate octopus boy. Because he always wants pirates. It goes, I feel that. I'm very sleepy all of a sudden. Without adding up the whole receipt myself, 314 lines. I can't confirm it. But it looks like one of the lines came out to 0 instead of $14. So you got a $14 item for free? Is that what I'm reading? Same big sleepy. We can have a sleepy stream. We can have a nap time stream. 530 items for free. Sounds like a pretty good deal. I'm down. Unfortunately, I think I need to be drawing. But I support your nap time. Trist! Okay, my plan for today. You're gone? Okay, bye. My plan for today. I saw a cute little hummingbird earlier today. It inspired me, so I want to try to draw, paint, something, a hummingbird. Something that looks kind of like this. I don't have a clue, like, art style-wise, what I want to go for, but I do have a vision, like a visual in my brain. I want to draw it sitting, it's going to be sitting on like a little perch swing situation. One of these dudes that has like a little arch hanging from a chain. And my plan is I want to start like learning a little bit about perspective. So I want like the back to be less focused. Kind of peek up to like high focus over here and on the birdie. Look at my little boy in his shades. Looking stylish. Okay, I already think I want to adjust it a little bit like that. Do you like my new emote? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. He looks so stylish. I love the modifications. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here looking at my own emotes, modifying them. Here's an incognito hot dog. This definitely needs to be thinner down here. The little perch he's on. So his little feet cheese can wrap around it. Hootwood. Hootwood all the rootwood. How goes it? The Angry Bear was flipped. I think the glasses would fit. Yeah, I think I want to redo that one sometime. I think it needs to be... Like, I need to exaggerate the facial features quite a bit. Hootie, you're late. It's true. You didn't get to tell me I was late today. Okay, I'm gonna start sketching. I need to quit delaying my sketching. It's killing alien invaders is like... What is... You said that's an event? What is the event? The event is that there's aliens invading. Okay, initial tail's gonna flip behind, or wrap behind. Initial perch. I think the bear's fine. I would put it in my unmasked opinion that the onesie isn't immediately identifiable as a bear. Yeah. Kind of looks like he's just got like one of those puffs on top of a hood to me. I'm trying to learn about like how to utilize space in the little square. So I think I could redo it sometime. Aliens invade the wasteland the top of every hour. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm judging your game, but like, to what end? Like, what happens if you defeat them in the hour, or don't defeat them in the hour? Charles has opinions right now. I don't know if you heard him. There are aliens in Fallout 76 now? Nah, forget it. I'm not logging back in. Did you enjoy Fallout Ratsky? Because I'm not logging in because I never logged in the first place because I don't super love Fallout. Okay, he's got this long straw of a beak. Oh, you were an open beta player, so you enjoyed it back when there was like all sorts of issues with it, from what I've heard. It's just an in-game event. If you lose, you just don't get the loot. So like, I'm not trying to like 20 questions you, but are you just redoing it until you get the loot you want? Or are you just doing it for fun? Yep, I'm one of the people that got stuck in my power armor with no way to get out. Awesome. That sounds like Bethesda. Did you get one of their like canvas bags that people were up in arms about? Was that even 76 that was for? I do it because it's fun. There's no loot that I want. Okay. You're just out there killing aliens for sport. I feel you. I'm understanding you. That's an eraser. Okay, so it's pretty much in line with the middle of the beak. I think maybe a bit bigger. So middle of the beak, almost middle of the head. Maybe like there. Get a good picture of color patterns. It's a seasonal event. We just had a big boom event 2 weeks ago. We ran around a minefield collecting flowers while fighting enormous bees. That sounds wacky. Wacky in a good way. I take it you like the events they do then. It doesn't feel just like filler content. Should be like kind of down here. And then there's going to be a big old red patch. A red throat. Oh, this probably looks like nonsense on my schedule page. Oh, I want my pen. And basically like all the rest of him except for his old belly. Gonna be a green. Yeah, all the time we were doing it, an old woman named Black Eye Susan was yelling at us to stop whining about the mines and how the explosions just give character. How did Susan feel about the bees? Was she like save the bees, or was she just save the mines? Black Eye Susan. And if an enemy got close to her house, he broke out this giant missile launcher and started killing everything. Oh, goodness. Ridiculous. What happened to Susan after the event? Is she a goner? Did she get a happy ending? Beb, can I make a request if somehow Dev shows up today? Uh-oh. Are you gonna get me in trouble? My interest is peaked. Do you want me to time her out? I need to time her out and start singing, he sees you when you're sleeping. Unmod Mocha made. Is this for your safety? Is this a revenge plot? She's still there, but there's no reason to go to that part of the map now that the event's over. That makes sense. Yes, for my safety. Okay. I'll do it gently and I won't incriminate you. Dev, we have had a change of directions here at Bebco. I'll get Bob the fish to do it. I hope this email finds you well. Ian? Is that Ian in my chat? Whose emote is that? Oh, that's Ian's emote. I'm a fake fan. That's adorable. Imagine. How's it going, Ian? How was the workday? Assuming you worked. Okay, I think I'm seeing something I want to change. I want him more centered. I need to put his tail back though. I didn't mean to dissect your tail, friendo. You can have it back. Yeah, I'm gonna change their name to Imagine Crafts. I would be down for that. Imagine Crafts. How's it going, Bigman? Bigman coming in with the solid suggestions. Agan, was that the actual request? I forgot to follow up if that was really what you were asking. Bigman always coming in with the better suggestions. He's so quick. Comes out of the shadows. Yes? Okay. Okie dokie. We're on the same page. Okay, I was thinking maybe I have another go at doing kind of a painted situation. We'll see how this goes. Hating it. We're experimenting. No, I don't think I like that one. Might have already decided against this. Maybe this isn't so bad. It'll take me 17 years, but... I do kind of like the texture. Need to vary my brush strokes, so we're gonna get a bunch of straight lines. It looks like he's got a huge angry mouth right now. Okay. Why did you give it a huge angry mouth? It's called creative license, Ian. It's symbolic, because you never know what to expect from nature. One day you're out just bird watching on your back porch. Next thing you know, there's a hummingbird eating your shin. Nature, you scary. Maybe this is one of Hootie's assassin birds. Lunar. Welcome in, how you doing? How goes it? Trying to paint a bird. Accidentally gave it a horrific open mouth. What's up, babe? Tired but doing good? Nice. I think a lot of us are tired. It's a sleepy vibes day. Very rainy here is part of my issue. Rain makes me want to just become a blob. Needs an ice car. I almost made a joke about an ice car. I should have known. You had a busy day. Is it good busy? Sometimes busy is good. Sometimes not. I gotta keep remembering to vary up my brush strokes. I want all the straight lines of the feathers. Just errands, but I did get some nice food today. Nice. You're going to share it with us. Or is it already gone? I imagine it might already be gone. Three packs of frozen cubes of grilled chicken. They taste pretty good. That sounds good. Love some chicken. Okay, he's got that same green everywhere. But they're more of like a mossy green undertone in a lot of this. I'm going to start with the end. Do I want a different layer? No. No, I'm painting. Okay, maybe make it a bit bigger. In much more fun news, I'm going to try to get tickets for Fantastic Four near premiere date. And no, there was a new Fantastic Four. I imagine if you're excited for tickets, it looks like it's going to be good. No, there were mixed opinions about the previous ones. There's another Fantastic Four. Thank you, Nagin. There were 3 previous ones, all failures one way or another. 4th time's the charm. Maybe the 4th will be fantastic. And one that never released but was fully finished. I never understand that. Like, obviously I don't know anything about the movie industry, but how do you finish something and it never sees the light of day? Unless you just like did something atrocious with it. That's such a cute emote, Luna. Disappointed that I didn't get to see the new Snow White. Got ripped apart so bad that it would have been funny to watch because of how bad it was. Like, you just wanted to catch it in theaters. IDK how my work health app has a random 1 point needed. Like 3,301 points to the next level, but all points are given in 5, 10, 15 increments. So like you're gonna end up with like 3,300 and just need the one more. That's annoying. Theaters dropped it, nice. It's always a good sign. Lost like 145 million. That's nuts. Saw the commercial for it over and over on cable. They played it nonstop. And they're still gonna churn out all these live action remakes. Apparently Lilo and Stitch did really well though. Yeah, we were talking about this in Moko earlier. I heard people saying that like if you separate it from the original, it's really good. But it did things differently, so nobody's going to be happy about it. Lilo and Stitch is going for $1 billion. What about $1 million? Where did 145 million go in it? The dwarves were CGI. Weren't any big name actors in it. They were very creative with their spending. Like the Lilo and Stitch trailer, maybe I'll watch it someday. Yeah, it looks pretty cute to me, honestly. But I also just love Lilo and Stitch anyway, so. I don't even know if I watched the original Lilo and Stitch. I saw it a long time ago. I just love Stitch as a character. I love his design. And his personality. You saw the original? Did you like the original? It was okay. That sounds about right. My favorite Disney movies are Robin Hood and Tangled. I did love Robin Hood. I never saw Tangled. This is going to be another one where I have to research to figure out which one is what my favorite is. Beauty and the Beast. That's a classic. Oh, this list goes back to 1930s. Remake is atrocious though. Is that the Emma Watson movie? One of the worst films ever made. That's a serious claim. Oh my gosh. didn't realize Disney put out Homeward Bound. Those movies were my childhood. Emma Watson is great, but she cannot sing. Ooh. Lunar has opinions. The worst movie is Aragon. Aragon. Did not see that one. Did hear not great things. I heard a lot of why would you dare touch this classic book? I heard a lot of bad things about it. Me too. They're remaking Harry Potter. You know that series that only ended like 12 years ago? How we do things now. Need to bring these feathers up a bit more. As I go, the green goes just about to his shoulder. I liked the book series until the end. Literally sold the whole series because of it. That is wild. They redid Harry Potter in animation, then I would maybe watch it. Yeah, I think they should go that direction with things, but I don't think they ever will. So many things could be great animated or just to stay animated, but no, it's all live action. It's true. I should not do this upside down. Also just wish they would start like revisiting different franchises. Like, why do we have our, okay, nobody yell at me about this, but why do we have like our 8,000th Star Wars? And like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is almost as big as our real life universe. Marvel, yep. Is Fantastic Four Marvel? If so, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Leonard. Marvel movies stopped being good after the Infinity Wars. I never even finished all of those. I watched them until like the one before the last one. Then I saw the runtime of the last one. I just didn't have those hours in me. Stopped watching Marvel after Endgame, except for the Hawkeye short series. Like that one, and honestly made me like the character a little more. That's interesting. He was definitely my least favorite Avenger. Did you like him at all for the series? Loved everything up till Endgame, but I do love me some Pedro Pascal. Heard a lot of that. No spoilers. Are you watching Last of Us? When Endgame came out, I thought it was the best movie ever made. I was just young. That's so real. This is kind of embarrassing, but I remember thinking that about Napoleon Dynamite. It came out, I thought that was like peak comedy. We were never going to do any better than that. And I rewatched it a couple of years ago, and that was a mistake. Logically, him and Black Widow should have been dead so many times over. Did he have powers? Or was he just like a good archer? But I still go back and watch Infinity War and the last part of Endgame. Napoleon Dynamite is pretty good from what I remember. You remember wrong. I thought the same. Do you have strong opinions about Napoleon Dynamite? Is that what the ... is? No powers at all. Wasn't his power that he never missed? Okay, did anyone watch like the Ben Affleck Daredevil? Because that's just making me think of Bullseye. He made me miss. I never missed. That movie was garbage when it was new. Okay. I want to pick on you for like, let me have joy, but you're honestly pretty right. He's got a weird little white patch just middle of the throat. It was very for me. Not good, not exactly bad, but then I saw other superhero movies and realized that was pretty bad. I think I was just like, weirdly fascinated with like angsty rock music at the time. So the soundtrack for that movie made me feel empowered. And also it was like one of the first superhero movies I had ever watched. I guess I shouldn't spoil, but I do think Disney is planning something big with the MCU. I'm not just watching Fantastic Four just for the movie. Interesting. Without spoiling, can you sell me on that if I haven't seen anything since Endgame? for Infinity War. But I would not be disappointed if it was very bad. So what they're aiming for would make it worth it too. Google says Hawkeye had no powers, was just at his peak human performance. You might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Totally shouldn't have survived against aliens, no. You think you're really something, aliens? How do you like this bow? You can call me Can't Miss Everdeen. Peak performance. Get out of here. Don't actually. How's it going? How's it going, Chaotic? I think Disney wants this Fantastic Four movie to be the break it or make it for the entire franchise. That is bold. Considering the Fantastic Four track record. It's bold of you, Walt Disney. I forgot I watched Shang-Chi. But that's more because it was an Asian cast than because of the storyline. Was it good? Because I remember seeing like nothing about that one until it came out and people were like, this is a sleeper hit. But then I also never saw anything about it again. I hate how 90% of Marvel characters got their powers because of an accident. Spider-Man bit by a spider. That spider did that on purpose. Hulk gets exposed to radiation. Daredevil gets exposed to nuclear waste. What? I'm not saying you're wrong, but what would you have them do instead? Like what's a Hootie approved way to acquire powers? You liked it a lot, Lunar. It was alright if you like Aquafina. She's kind of funny, but the storyline is kind of boring. I don't actually know anything about her. I basically just know that a lot of people were mad at her for some role that she was in. Because she was like too goofy with it or something, but... You like the fighting scenes? Megan likes violence. Make a character that's not a mutant. Why does everything have to be super? So, Batman? Maybe more of a like dark brown. He's got these cool little like dark brown feathers peeking under his wing. I like fighting scenes because they're motivating to exercise. It's very interesting. They're always just motivating to me to avoid fights. Like I'm not prepped for this. Yeah, I'm not liking it. Maybe the same. Which brush was I just using? Filbert. I was using a filbert. Maybe just bigger strokes with this. There's this terrible Jackie Chan Jet Li movie called Forbidden Kingdom. So bad, but still the terrible kung fu fighting makes me want to work out. That's interesting. Also, that reminds me of the Jackie Chan Adventures cartoon. I was so obsessed with that. Love that show, yes. I watched every single episode. I used to have a game that I loved. So much fun watching that show as a kid, yeah. Dragon just attacked my camp, I blame you. Sounds like a skill issue. Maybe this is how you get your superpowers, Hootward. About to get bitten by a radioactive dragon. Become Hootman. What show? Jackie Chan Adventures. I think that's what it was called. It's one about like all the talismans. I'm a ghoul. I already have superpowers. Maybe you're gonna get better superpowers. You ever thought about that? Maybe you're gonna get the power of flight. You can fly like a dragon. Hootward's gonna be in the live action reboot of Aragon. Jackie Chan is 71 years old now. Is he still working? I remember, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember reading about like him still doing his stunts at an absurd age. I have a jetpack, so superpower required. See, you just proved your own point. You didn't even need an accident. Okay, that kind of just looks like a shadow to me. Maybe it'll read a little better once I detail things. Okay, I want to do something weird with the perch that he's sitting on, so I'm going to do it on a different layer. It might be kind of like a coppery color. I think a little brighter. Maybe like that. IMDb shows he's just a producer of things. I don't know, I thought another Karate Kid was going to come out, and I thought I saw he was in that. Either one of those makes sense to me. I could see him like not wanting to quit acting. Also, I feel like at 71, maybe producer is a good idea. Jackie Chan's. I don't know what my voice just said. Jackie Chan's The Karate Kid is going to connect with the original Karate Kid universe in the next film. Cobra Kai and such. That is interesting. Bev, I am here, mute, lurking. You're on my second monitor watching the last episode of Handmaid's Tale, so I'll be back in chat when it's over. Having never watched the original Karate Kid, the one with Jackie Chan wasn't bad. He was like the mentor in the one he was in. Yeah, okay. For whatever reason, I thought I remembered seeing the one that he was in. I guess I saw the original. Okay, I think I'm back. Where was I? Now I want to watch Kung Fu movies and do push-ups. That tickles me so much, Nugget. I had a question. What was my question? Be careful, don't die. Thank you. I think I made it. Oh, the one with Jackie Chan. Was that Jaden Smith? Was that the one I'm thinking of? Yes, okay. Did people like that one? That was another one of those, like, I didn't really understand why they were. Was it just a remake? I'm trying to read real quick so I don't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. Even though I don't know what I'm talking about. It was meant to be a remake, okay. Because I remember wondering like why we needed another one, because I loved the original when I was growing up. Should watch more Kung Fu movies. I actually haven't seen very many. I haven't seen very many movies at all, but Kung Fu in particular, definitely not many. I'm on the right layer. I mean, I liked it, but also never watched the original. I feel like it's like Star Wars, in which your generation has a series that you like grew up with, you know. Yeah, that's why. Nagan, you're gonna get me in more Star Wars trouble. That's why I always thought that the original, like the prequel Star Wars movies, were overhated. But That might just be nostalgia talking, because like I vividly remember watching those in theaters. Being like, wow, this is the coolest thing. I mean, I agree. Do you also think that Jar Jar gets too much hate? It's all about those old books. I wish. I can't even say I'm a good reader. I haven't read a single book this year, and I really need to change that. Hootwood's reminding me of my inadequacy. No good. Jar Jar gets all the hate deserved. Can't believe you nagging. I thought we were bonding. And here you want me to unmod Dev. I was about to be so on your side. Jar Jar basically gave all the power away. I don't remember anything about the plot, so I can't actually argue with that. I just remember thinking pod racers were the coolest thing to ever happen. And Jar Jar was pretty cute, and I wanted to be friends with him. I love the original Star Wars movies because that's what I grew up with. I liked the third one and Force Awakens. I also didn't think Force Awakens was that bad. That was the last one I saw though, so I can't really speak for any of the other ones. Don't like any of the new ones. How do you live in a used bookstore but won't read? How do you live in Fallout and get killed by a dragon trying to chat with me? Rogue One was good. I did hear really good things about Rogue One. Pod racers are awesome. There was an N64 pod racer game I was obsessed with, even though I was absolute garbage at it. One of my least favorite things to exist is Rogue One. I'm getting such mixed messaging. They have poor pacing and also just too many plot holes for me. I gotta not air out my Star Wars opinions. We're in dangerous territory here. I didn't get killed by a dragon. The dragon's body is littering my camp at the moment. You got killed by a dragon and you were playing with me. Oh, it just attacked you. Okay. It didn't kill you. I see. I'm understanding. All the Star Wars opinions be coming out. I need to withhold. I hate the we need to explain Han Solo, so let's get Solo out. We need the backstory of Death Star's plan, so let's make Rogue One. It kind of just seems to me like, hey, we have this massive fan base and like years and years of material. So let's churn stuff out. Next up is Jar Jar movie and a movie about the band. Okay, but I would be first in line for Jar Jar movie. It's about time. It's about time he gets to tell his tale. Did I did do all of that on the wrong layer. It'll be okay. So how do I want to do this? I have a plan, but I don't know if my plan's gonna work. So we're about to do some experimenting. We're gonna copy paste this. And I want to blur the back end. That's not gonna work. So let's just erase a whole bunch of this. Okay, so I can erase until the middle of him. How did Leia get her hairstyle that way? Let's get a movie about that. It could be like that Hairspray musical. Leia's hair, a Star Wars story. Boo! Megan didn't like that one. Oh, wrong there. Here's a crazy idea. Super crazy. Make an original movie detached from the Skywalkers. It's absurd. It's an absurd idea. Okay, I'm gonna admit that I don't know anything about any of the series that they're doing. Are the series detached? Did the Skywalkers show up in Mandalorian? That's a good question, Nagan. Okay. Only watched season 1 and don't even remember it. Still got me beat. Like that. Like what is happening here? Okay, I like it less up there, but we can figure things out. Okay, I need to put this behind the post. That was Rogue One. Literally ends with Leia. Please don't get me started. It's literally a gap filler about info we didn't need. Sometimes mystery benefits a story in a universe. I agree. I refuse to get you started. Even though I'm kind of intrigued now, but I won't do it. I mean, technically that logic means all history-based movies shouldn't be made. I make Titanic, we know what song, but we didn't know that she didn't save him a space on the door. Can't believe her. These legs are super in the wrong spot. Cheating. I'm cheating. Even though I'm doing a painting, I'm cheating. Don't tell on me. A Pearl Harbor movie. How dare his bestie get with his girl when they thought he was dead. I feel like I vaguely remember what movie you're talking about. Within a fictional universe, especially something like Star Wars, where important canon was changed or made up deep into its original release. I just stopped there, never mind all this. Learner was cracking the knuckles, getting ready to fight. They should make an heir to the Empire series of some of the best Star Wars written. Okay, Filbert. Do I want Filbert? I think I want Filbert. Okay, I'm gonna go through and add some specks of the green, of the darker green. The right layer, okay. Because there's so much texture and color variety going on in these feathers. I can get this dragon's body and do what with it? Do you want me to take it to the recycling center for you? It's just like stuck in your camp or something, making it ugly. Yeah. How rude. That's incredibly inconsiderate of that dragon. That dragon should have been tamed. Also, Lunar, I'm totally not serious about Star Wars or movies in general, so like totally valid that it's not the same. I was just making a jab at terrible historical movies. That's a totally fair jab to make. I've read hours of Star Wars debate and seen too much analysis of it. It's cooked my brain. So you're a big Star Wars fan? I was big into it as you can be, but I had to exit it out years ago. Like fan base issues. Fan base issues are the craziest things. Yeah, that's why this might be bad, but like I just avoid fan bases for anything that I love. All Manosphere. imagine they had a ball with Rey as a protagonist and stuff like that. If you know what that is, I do know what that is. I am so the Michael Jackson popcorn guy on Tumblr. I should call it Tumblr when it comes to fan base issues. Sometimes I want to be. There's a subreddit about like hobby and fan base dramas, and every now and then a post from there will come into my feed, and I read the title, and I'm like, oh, what's the tea? And it's always like 500-page novels to explain the fan base and the drama, and I just can't do it. Okay, I'm not currently loving this bird. I am not loving this bird. I'm gonna power through. My favorite series is Percy Jackson. There was a lot of discourse when the TV show came out, that was for sure. Percy Jackson, was that the one with like the Olympians? Yep. Was the show good, or was it like... You hate it worse than the movies? That's saying something. Okay, so I'm glad that I didn't try to watch it. I remember thinking it was okay-ish, would not recommend. Your dragon, Outward. Why are you dragon bait? Would not recommend either. I wanted to watch it specifically because of two actors, but I knew nothing about the series, so I don't know if I would have been like as disappointed. The only thing I liked was the characters were the actual right age to emphasize how messed up a 12-year-old is out there saving the world. Then it was all downhill from that. Yeah. So you were a fan of the books. So the books are worth checking out. Not to make a library pun. Yeah, I like the books, just the first 5. There's another series after that that introduced the Roman gods, and it was just alright. Kind of stinks, because like if you're dealing with mythology, there's always so much interesting like subject matter to go around. Like what God of War did. I feel like if you nail mythology base, you got so many different options. I remember teasing a friend of mine in high school about the prequels. He would get so into it, but we would laugh it off in the end. The Egyptian series was interesting when it came to that mythology, with like one issue to me, but that would be spoilery. How many different series were there? Did they do like Norse, Roman, Egyptian, all of it? There's a Norse one. We just rage bait each other about Star Wars opinions. Forgot his little tail. I'll try to speed up a lot of this because I'm not enjoying it. I want to finish it. I remember I told him how little I liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and The Flash. But I ended up watching it with him in class. Did he like it? He loved it. You accidentally made a fan. Flash started good. The author's getting flack, though, for later books because he's writing them almost as if he forgot literally everything about his own characters. So to me, in my head, the series ended after the Roman stuff. It's kind of a shame. Does it seem like kind of cash grabby stuff? It's just like literally wanting things to go a different way. Got overly complicated. Is that was Flash CW? Is that the one we're talking about? Loved season 1 Flash. I was so entertained. Stopped watching it long ago. I obviously have never seen it, but I thought I remembered it went on like way longer than I would have expected it to. A lot of CW shows start out so good and then get weird. Yeah. Seems like they have a lot of those like series that I would expect to just be like mini series or 1 or 2 seasons, and then they go on and on and on and on and on. The other thing that was interesting about the CW shows is the cameos in all the other shows, like they reuse actors and stuff. Supergirl will show up in Flash or Arrow. Oh, like actual characters. Yeah, all three were different running shows, Arrow, The Flash, and Supergirl. They were all in the same sort of universe. Or they would jump universes or whatever they'd be in the other show. It's the CW Cinematic Universe. It seems like it could be fun if they handled it well. And it made sense. That sounds like maybe they didn't. I'm just picturing like the Flash stopping at a Starbucks or whatever and bumping into Supergirl in line. Definitely was fun when I was younger. Smallville. Used to watch that. I didn't watch much of it, but I remember really liking what I did watch. Superhero stuff in general just kind of like never really clicked for me. I think that was still, like I was still way into like cartoons and stuff when that was on. It always looked really good though. It would probably be so cringy now. Sounds like you're due for a rewatch. The show I meant to watch but never did was Gotham. I think I also heard good things about it. Never a big Batman fan. How dare you, Nagin? I wasn't really either, but just want to be dramatic. I did like the Dark Knight series though. That was pretty rad to me. Okay, I need to scoop up some of this green. So he's got a bit of that up here. I don't like when they switch actors, actresses, and they did in that series. Haven't watched since the theaters. in Dark Knight, like with Katie Holmes' character. Is that one? Yeah, I get that. I can get that. But also can't even remember who she played, so like I'm not exactly a real fan. Bothered me in Harry Potter 2, but they couldn't really help since the actor for the first Dumbledore passed away. Yeah. One of my favorite shows of all time is called Black Sails. There was like a major character that switched after the first scene. Not first scene, first season. And like they didn't even come close to the new person looking the same. But it was the same situation where like they literally, the dude was dying. It's very jarring to watch though. Have you seen Heath Ledger's last movie? Because they finished out by basically making his character be played by a whole bunch of different actors. Yes, I haven't seen it, but I remember it. I don't even remember what it was called, but I remember thinking that was so cool. Did it end up being a good movie? Don't remember, so I would say no. Okay, that's fair. So maybe that means it wasn't like bad enough to be memorable for that. Maybe kind of like middle of the road. Or maybe I'm just being hopeful. Oh. I was trying to use the wrong end of my pencil. And under this like green bit, got some like darker feathers under the eyes. Gonna try so hard to wake up early tomorrow for practice basketball. I didn't know you were a basketballer. 9 a.m. Is 9 a.m. tough for you? You got this. Yeah, Megan's right. Set 5 alarms. Set 5 alarms and watch a basketball movie before you go to sleep. Maybe that works the same way as Kung Fu movies, I don't know. Saw a basketball movie the other week. Okay, maybe the effect is still working then. You'd have to ask Nagan, I'm not an expert on how that works. Yeah, it does work. Heck yes. IDK why it works either. Listen, we don't have to question it. It works, it works. Sitting here trying to think of a funny kind of movie I could start watching to motivate me to do something, but I'm sleepy. It's just personal practice. I wish I was young enough to play on a team. But I played a lot of pickup games. That counts. That counts. A friend of mine is my age and plays for his church, though, which is cool. These guys are a little darker. Is that dark enough? Yeah. I think I injured myself going from pretty much just walking to jogging 8 miles a week. So now I'm just back to walking. Naggin, how could you do that? Injure Naggin. Proud of you for exercising. I need to find something. Trying out the popular running app called Runna, and then it injured you. That's unfortunate. Makes a full 8-week plan. Which I saved out in a PDF. So it gives you the whole plan like up front. I feel like they're cheating themselves. That's wild. Used to walk a lot with Pokemon Go, yes. I definitely feel like I should have gotten into Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was so good when it came out, yeah. It came out at like the time when it would have been perfect for me. Because I was driving everywhere all day for work. But I also think it just like destroyed my phone battery. Now they're getting sketchy with your data. Go figure. Can't believe they would do that to us. We just want to catch some Jigglypuff. Is the trading card game doing sketchy stuff too? I was so into it. I actually got Verizon, used another phone, and paid for the plan with the best hotspot. 2 phones at once. I got 2 phones. I have no clue, never got into that app. I was into it for like 2 weeks. But then, like, I don't know. It felt like I was never getting anything fun from it. Like, I refused to put money into it, so I kind of always got crappy cards, I felt. Wish I was rich enough to buy Pokemon card packs. Rich and brave enough to, like, get into a cage match with people at Costco over them. I'm in a period of my life that I don't want to sign up for anything unless I really have to. I get that. It's probably a smart way to live in general, honestly. Cage match. Have you seen those videos? People just throwing down in Costco. Oh, that is a huge eraser. Oh, what did I even do there? Okay, I messed something up. I think I can fix it though. I'm kind of cheating. But I don't care. Wait, I did 2 different layers. Oh yeah, I did. There we go. Went on a binge deletion of old accounts at the end of last year. I feel like I need to do that. I got rid of like so many subscriptions. But I feel like I have a bunch of accounts that I could also get rid of. That I don't even realize I'm not using anymore. Only recently went to Costco for the first time like last year. I only recently went to Costco for the first time like 2 months ago. It's pretty much Sam's Club, which is what I grew up with. Yeah. It's funny because the Costco that I went to is literally across the street from a Sam's Club. It's like one-stop shop perfection. A pack of Pokemon cards sells for like $200 now. It's wild to me. That's why we need to get into the trading card business. detail his eyeball now. Beb's trading card Imperium. I want that. I want that. I do. Definitely need the top hat for that job. I put a top hat on my bear. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna do a BRB. Needed to potty for like an hour now. I've been so focused on our Star Wars chat. Okay, so give me like 5 minutes. Potty and grab water and snacks, maybe. Take care of yourself. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a horrible example. Okay, enjoy my puppers. I'm gonna go so I don't get yelled at. I'll be back. Welcome back, Trist. I am also back. Lunar, if you can hear me, I just need you to know that on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'm like a 9 out of 10 glad that I muted before I read your comment. That got a hideous laugh out of me. Thank you. Almost choked on me water again. Hi, also back, Trist. How was the episode? No spoilers. Okay, I'm not so mad at it at the moment. Where'd I put the feetsies? I put the feetsies on this layer. What are you laughing at, Trist? Trist, are you laughing at me? Bib. Hi, I am also back. Welcome back, Caitlin. I hope you enjoyed your lurk. I'm trying to draw a hummingbird. I don't want to complain about it, but I'm not having fun. I should have just drawn it. What is going on here? Oh, I know what's going on here. I did an erase. I erased and didn't erase perfectly. I won't spoil anything, but it wasn't the last episode I expected. But as depressing as the series was, I needed to know how the story ended. I've seen none of it, and it sounds like I don't need to. I'm gonna break from my board meeting. Ugh. Still have 30 to 60 minutes left. Whenever they call me back in. Is the music loud? I can lower it. It is louder than normal for some reason. What show are we talking about? Is it Handmaid or Handmaiden? Handmaid's Tale? Okay, I think music should be better now. Handmaid's Tale. Trist was watching finale of it. I want advanced audio properties. Okay, my mic is where it normally is. The bed was for this. I'm not allowed to mute my hideous laughs. You shouldn't either. Well, I can normally contain mine. Yours contain you. This is not a fair comparison. That's what I thought, but I missed it. I have to watch the finale still, but I also watch it. Is it also depressing? Just said it was depressing, but the finale had to be watched. Had to be in the office today, so I couldn't watch it. Be depressing, especially as a woman, yeah. That tracks. I know almost nothing about it, but I know like the general premise. I watched a season of it out of curiosity, and then I got hooked because I needed to know how it progressed and finishes. True about the laugh. Yeah. Just, are you up to date on The Boys? Aren't you watching The Boys? need to erase a little bit of that. Like, I respect her for wanting to help. How many times does she have to get free just to go back in? Just when I think I'm free, they pull me back in. As a woman, but also conflicted as a non-binary person, I was really unsettled watching it, but needed closure. Also, yes, June had her moments, honestly, where she annoyed me a lot. She definitely willingly went back, which had me like, the Hickens! A few times. But I am up to date on the boys. Did you know, like, spoilers and not... And I don't want to get into like the subject matter, but did you like that season? Because we were talking about like superhero IPs earlier. And I was thinking about how excited I was for that. But I feel like they kind of squandered it for me. I feel like they're kind of ruining it. I liked it. The very last episode threw me through a bunch of hoops, but I liked it. I get that. I thought the last episode was actually the best episode of this season. What is going on? Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. I can fix that. I feel fear. Knowing where it is now, though, with one season left, yeah, they have a lot of ground to cover in one season. It's a huge blender. It was the best. I agree. It was just what that like the final scene and the song they chose was on point for me. So this year we get season 2 of Gen V. I don't have a dang clue. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thought that's what they were trying to tell us, but I don't know. Start going in with some deets. Some deets. See if this makes me feel better about it. Shows do you like? Caitlin, I kind of like the Sibs with shows and movies. I've seen like 6 or 7 full series. But I am like a super big rewatcher. So I've seen like 6 or 7 series, like a dozen times each. I really like Scrubs. Even though Scrubs has some like dated stuff in it, but it's a comfort show for me. And Community. I really like the show called Black Sails. On His House, how dare you? I don't even know what that means. I've actually never seen House. It looks really good though. Parks and Rec. That's another good one. Like Scrubs, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I have like a yearly rewatch of that and Community. I'm in a good way? Okay. I haven't seen it. I have not seen House. Would you recommend Scrubs? I would, yeah. It's got some like dated humor, like early 2000s style humor, but it's really heartfelt. Apparently it's pretty medically accurate. It's just got a lot of charm. I started watching it with my husband and never continued, but I felt like I wasn't allowed to watch without him. I get that. Probably at least half of Community. It's so good. It's so silly. It's so dumb. I love it. I think you'd like Abbott Elementary. I have heard good things. I don't mind dated humor. I watched a lot of Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah. That's a good point. It's not like Scrubs doesn't have like malicious stuff like some shows from the time, but like a lot of times they'll like throw out gay as a punchline and that kind of stuff. It's like 2000s, ha ha ha. You enjoyed Scrubs. That's so interesting, Hootie. There's not guns. Same with Seinfeld. Yeah. Gosh, now you make me want to find Parks and Rec. That was another good one. I need to find a way to watch it. Hootwood enjoying something. Mm-mm. Also, Trist, did you see? I don't know if you were here when I showed it earlier. Hot dog has landed. The glitchy. Let me do a new layer for this. New layer. Grab my round brush. That size probably works. Kind of blend out the shadow a bit. Maybe pull the shadow up. And maybe more like 75. Oh, also, I just realized that I saw, Lunar, I saw you ask what kind of bird this is, and I don't think I answered. This is a little hummingbird. I think they're called like ruby-throated hummingbirds. It's just you forgot you asked, okay. So I don't have to feel so bad. It's a pretty little, teeny tiny little bird. Thank you. You're welcome. We got there eventually. There's a bit of this backing layer poking out here that I don't love. And same over here. A little bit of that fuzz to peek off of his belly. Okay, and then I definitely want to go in and okay, let's remove. Oh no, I already blended it. Whoops. Okay, I'll just erase that. I want to tune his beak a little bit. Make it pretty smooth. What is going on there? Is that on a different layer? Yeah, it's this guy. There we go. Okay, then to put a shadow where he's sitting. Oh, that's an eraser, that is why. Helps to not use an eraser when you're trying to draw. And then we can blend. We can do a good blend. Okay, I think I want to do some more work. The perch that he's sitting on, but I want to build my background first. For the background, is this my round brush? Yeah. For the background, I want to do like real blobby, out of focus. Just like splashes of color to make it look like he's sitting in front of like assorted foliage. Like a nice tree up here. Maybe some more green up here. And then we're gonna blur the heck out of it. And I think I want to add some more dark. Come on. Okay. Maybe something a bit like that. Want some like blobs of white. Another layer. Just using a ton of blur. Kind of build up a background. In another circle, fill it in. Trying to make like a pseudo lens flare situation. I think they need to be. Oh my gosh. A little more focused in. Ooh. Uniform. I'm also kind of just toying with things. See what looks fun. We're about to make the Michael Bay of birds. Oh, don't want to move it. It just looks the exact same. Okay, so that doesn't work. I do think the whole thing needs to be a bit darker though. Maybe something like that. Okay, and I want to go back and clean up his little perch. It's not the same color. What is going on? Yeah. There we go. Need to blur this back out, but that's not a big deal. Just trying to go through now and clean up some of these lines. Make it look more man-made. I'm not super worried about that blurred bit. This I want to widen a little bit. Okay, it got weirdly skinny in the middle. Okay, what was that? Okay, that was the shadow. Let's go with maybe like 75. Just wanted to have a pretty good shine. Oop. Blur. And same deal here, maybe like 75. Let's give it some shade. Give it a little bit of shade. This. I need to manually blur. Give it the right shape. I was lazy with my drawing. ninja ant. Hootwood always with the creative ideas. I'm sick of this bird anyway, so. Let's do this, Hootwood. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Duplicate. Howard, before you yell at me, what is the correct weapon of choice for a ninja ant? Like how it says 3-word limit. Listen, Perfect's still going to come in here at some point, turning like 72 words into 3. But I'm trying my best. Trying my best to keep them under control. A katana. You mean he has 4 arms, so you're trying to tell me you think I'm going to draw 4 of them? You're out of your mind. Okay, this is the right brush, okay? Perfect is going to use the longest words in the dictionary for sure, and combine like 3 of the longest words together into one word, and then still be like, oh, I have 2 more words. Okay, I think I'm prepped. I think I'm ready. Okay, so we got like a 3-part body. Right. I'm not sure how visible this is. It's not too bad. I'm trying to still be sketchy with these. Lunar, this is our new redeem. I don't know if you remember these little like scratch art cards you could buy, and you use the little wooden stick to scrape off the outer layer. I wanted to try and like imitate that. There's a little redeem. You don't think you've seen them before? Oh my gosh. I need to see if I can find them. They were one of my favorite things as a kid. It's hard to explain what they were, but like they kind of look like just like a piece of paper made out of chalkboard. But you get little wooden sticks that you scrape off the outer layer of them. And underneath is like a rainbow pattern. But also they're not a real thing. Rich's parents used to just paint pieces of wood and with thin lead paint and tell him it was meant for scratching. It's true. It explains why I am the way I am. And then they sent this picture to Google to cover their trail. They said one day our boy's gonna grow up and he's gonna try to explain his youth. We can't have that. Real and true. Can't believe how easily Hootward wins over people. Never knew they were a thing, but they do look neat. I loved them. So this is like recapturing my youth and getting made fun of for it. My two favorite things. Oh no. I already feel like I don't have room. Also need to fix this sword. Okay, and then this one's got to be behind the other one, so I need to plan carefully. Okay, and with this one, I have all the room in the world. Hootward can't even complain because it's got 4 katanas. Okay. I want him to have, he's got to have like real aggressive eyes. And he's got his little pinchers. Probably got a piece of cheese in him. Dang, this would be a perfect color for cheese too. He's got real angry brows. He means business. The cheese incident. Never forget the cheese incident. 2025. Okay, but his bandana looks pretty sick with this gradient. We're almost halfway through 2025. Time needs to slow the heck down. Hard agree on that one. It definitely feels like February to me right now. Also, this is incredibly satisfying to me. Still feels like October 24, yeah. Dude, I swear, since like 2020, time doesn't operate the same as it used to. Time has just flied by. It's so weird to me because like a lot of times it feels like time is just dragging. But then I look at the calendar And it's going faster. Someone make it make sense. 2020 was 2 girlfriends ago. Lunar kidnapped Perfect and has them locked in their basement. It's just their other account. Never do that. They're my permanent guests. Also, Lunar, I hope you understand how hilarious it was that you came out of Lurk to tell Perfect to put respect on your name. It was one of the highlights of my week. We have never seen them both in the same place. Just randomly there for a second too. That was incredible timing. Because the way I was hoping you would have just randomly popped in that moment. You delivered. Also, I want to explain why Perfect's not here, but I don't think it would help the matter. Because I know why they're not here, but it's just going to sound like I'm covering. I watched a video recently talking about quantum immortality. Very strange concept on like time. Do you have a link, or are you able to explain for someone who doesn't have a clue what that means? Asking for a friend. A friend? Yeah, I didn't want to say I was asking for you, Hootward. But while you're here. I have the link to the YouTube video if you want it, but it's long, 36 minutes. That's like perfect. I've fallen into like a random like video essay loop. Oh, we're friends now? Are you saying we weren't before? What a way to break the news to me. Out here drawing all these birds for my best friend. It's all deceit. I can't believe it. "36 minutes is too long for a YouTube video. Maybe you need to grow some patience." Also, the COD tournament I was skipping stream for ended in disaster. Well, that serves him right. Stealing Lunar away from me. Okay, I'm finishing what you said. There was cheating. The official tournament chat was in emo-only mode for a while, and the team I was rooting for got wrecked. Unbelievable. There was cheating. Are we talking like, is this a scandal? Because I know there was a cheating scandal recently that everyone was talking about. this like serious business here. Maybe you need to grow some chest hair. Okay, perfect. We have solved the mystery. Perfect is here. Perfect is on their third account. The ant's missing something. Is it an eye scar? Or a monocle? Is it this? You did it. Give me my cookie. Give me my cookie now. Wow. Wow. You typoed that. You typed a D instead of a C. Try again. Because the official rules were never properly stated or enforced by AT&T, it technically falls on them. There were COD pros there who knew better than to cheat. There's just a lot of plausible deniability. That's wild. You regret watching it. It actually brought my entire day down. Those scumbags. I will never forgive them for this. See, this is why we need to start our own tournament. We wouldn't stand for this. You would know we're not cheating because of how bad we are. Or how bad I am. I won't speak for you. Maybe you're a good gamer. I am trash at games. That's why you should have entered and beat their butt at COD. I should have. Is there a pie emote? It should be poop pie. If you've seen the help, I haven't seen the help. Hootward delivered though. Hootward's got you covered. Never seen it either. I'm scared to ask what the deal is with that. Do you want to know it? See, I don't know. I don't know how to answer. Hootward, are you feeling good about this ninja ant? Now that I've fixed its flaws. It looks good, thank you. Thank you kindly. It does need, I do need to make one tiny little adjustment to it. It's beautiful. I'll type it out anyways, okay. I respect that. Actually looks cool. The lick. It's just chef's kiss. It's a perfect touch for everything. It's like something you would see spray painted. Should start doing ant graffiti. For legal purposes, that was a joke. Legal graffiti, it's digital graffiti. No trains were harmed in the making of this art. Okay, I'm just browsing for a raid now. And while we chat and while Naggin types out the poop pie story. Bedtime. Beb's tired. Beb's so tired. Okay, here's our story. So basically, The Help is about black women who were the help for white families. And there was one woman who would make this pie that the family really loved. Oh, she was treated terribly, of course, and eventually gets fired, but she brings them one last pie. Watch the lady eat it and then leaves saying, "Eat my beep." Wonderful. That's incredible. You know, Nagan, when you started, like when you first brought up the poop pie, something in my heart told me that it was going to go in that direction. I forget that Rich is unable to curse, yeah. It is forbidden. I was born incapable of cursing. Bev is trapped in a dimension where curses are beeped. It's true. It's true. I live in the E dimension. I'm sorry if that noise is like atrocious. It hurts my throat. No cursing allowed in the bookstore. It's true. You have to go to the bookstore next door for that. Hootie has a competing bookstore. But there are dragons and missile launchers and stuff out front. So you gotta fight your way in. Dimension. It blew my ears out, but worth it. Okay, so I should not do that more often. That's what I'm hearing. I sobbed watching The Help. Look at Trist watching things. so excited for Fantastic Four, though. I must be the only one excited for it. This is literally the first I've even heard of it. So you might not have to wait in a line or anything. There might be good news. You could be the only one there. No noisy moviegoers, win-win. Oh, Hootward, you did get back the PC. Did you get it back like in working order? Because it seemed kind of sus, like whether or not you were going to end up with a PC. Yeah, okay. Not reading that, Tris. You're basically telling me it's going to tank. Listen. I hope it doesn't for your sake, but they need to get you on their marketing team. My close friend said he has also heard no one talking about it either. That was Irish? Really, Trist? Really? I had no idea. Siobhan de Broom? Here's myself for Fantastic Four. It's fantastic. And there's 4 of them. If they're that fantastic, why do they need 4 of them? Riddle me this, marketing expert. It means read the questions on the exam paper. I didn't know I was getting an exam today. Meeting's over. Welcome back, Caitlin. I'm looking for a raid. And we're talking about not understanding Irish and the new Fantastic Four movie. You should raid this dude, Beb. I wish it would let me raid myself. I would do it right now for the meme. It's gonna be fantastic. Muse's playing Stardew with Golden. No Stardew. I'm tempted to do it just for that, Hootward. The rebel in me wants to show you what's what. $50 too. You don't raid anyway? My number 1 fan is only here for me. I understand. I miss your bops. Does Hootward sing? Are you telling me Hootward sings? You gotta get those extra points. See, Nagan knows the system. No Perfect today? I don't think Perfect's gonna be here this week. He sings to me. Wow. Wow. And Rexy, he's singing to you. Rexy just happens to be there. What did you do to Perfect? None of your business. Why are you asking me and not Lunar? Lunar's the one that stole the account. 2K away from my redeem with Perfect. This is going to be our raid call. Just to make Hootward mad. But we're not going there. I'm just kidding, we are going there. Triss, we're gonna raid Golden. Because I've raided Mizu. I don't think I've raided Golden. How dare you, Hootward? If Perfect doesn't return, that'll be sus for real. I think Perfect will be back after this week. Depends on if Lunar lets him out. Golden Lover 135. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go raid them. They're playing Stardew. It says they're drunk, so Perfect is happy in the basement. Do they know that? Okay, yeah, let's go over there. Did I just go over there? Did I copy? What they don't know can't hurt them. Oh, I spelled it wrong. How dare me? How dare me? I haven't heard any noise from them lately. Strange. See you, Beb. Have a good night. You have a good night, too. Thank you for coming back after your meeting. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching the hummingbird and the ant. I'm happy with all we got done, even if I didn't love doing the hummingbird. I'll be back on Thursday. I don't have a clue what I'm doing Thursday. I would like to start working on the card situation again, or maybe emotes. I don't know. But I'm going to be back same time, Thursday. Take the big nap. Not the big nap. Yeah, okay. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night. Go show Golden some love. Watch some Stardew. And I will see you Thursday. Okay, bye.